been the EU, in your view, at its positive worst?
Absolutely, and one can make one very, very clear statement without any apology at all, which is this: Brexit has saved lives. It saved lives in the UK because right from the start we were free to use our own approval mechanisms, which were twice as fast as the EU's. We could make our own decisions about how many doses of which particular vaccine we ordered, and we've got over 7 million people vaccinated, and that means we have saved lives, and we can thank Brexit for that, and we can also, to be fair, thank Boris for that, because Britain was invited to join in this EU-wide vaccine procurement programme, and Boris said no. And he was obviously quite right.
How do you respond to the fact that the EU are now suggesting or saying or threatening, or perhaps they're going to try to do it, to say to Pfizer, who operate from a factory in Belgium, that they will ride roughshod over contracts that may have already been signed with Pfizer, i.e. with Britain. They say what they refer to as third countries, so they can restrict the export of the Pfizer vaccine from the EU bloc. How does that strike you?
Well, first of all, of course, the legality, I would have thought, was just non-existent. I mean, that cannot be a legal mechanism. Secondly, if that is what they do, then we are perfectly entitled to say, well, we will keep all the vaccines that are being produced in the UK, here in the UK, until we've vaccinated our population. If that's the way you're going to behave, we can do the same thing.
What of the idea we're all in this together, Ann Widdicombe, and we want life to go back to normal. We want to be able to travel to France at some point when these wretched restrictions are lifted. We want to go to Spain and Italy on our holidays. Therefore, we need as many people vaccinated as possible. Should we, when there is the capacity, the excess capacity, give or sell the vaccines to European Union countries, or should we do it as the EU is suggesting, do it right now when we've still only vaccinated just under 8 million people?
Well, no, I mean, we have got contracts, we've ordered supplies. That the EU is in the position it is in is entirely 100% down to the EU. I mean, a committee of tortoises could have done better. And what is more, they poured scorn on us. When we approved Pfizer, which was the first one we approved, Pfizer, which is actually made in the EU, they poured scorn on us and they said we hadn't gone through the right procedures, we'd been far too quick to approve it, we weren't being careful and scientific enough, and now look at the unholy mess they're in.